Shaetan here with game number 2 from MLG Providence Winners Championship Bracket, round number 3. We have a ZvZ here on dual side, chosen by Rain Slush, the red Zerg in the upper right position of this map. He is down 0-1 in the series, so he has to win this if he doesn't want to drop down into the losers bracket. And in the bottom left position, the god of Zerg, probably one of the greatest Zerg players in StarCraft 2 right now, QIM's Nestea. Now, we'll see what these players decide to go for. I think it was on this map that Nestea introduced the sort of economic 10 pool, as I call it, where you try to punish a Zerg player that decides to go for a fast expand, and it looks like Nestea it looks like he's going to do that. He is letting his minerals build up without making an overlord, so he's going to build a spawning pool right here. So let's just go over how this build works. So Nestea is going to go double extractor trick to go to 12 of 10 supply with drones. Then he's going to make an overlord. So it's going to be a very, very late overlord, and he's going to have a lot of drones behind this. He's also going to time out a drone scout, so he gets over here, and he can determine if his opponent has 15 pooled. If his opponent has 15 pooled, then he's going to pull, I think, all but 4 drones and go all in with about 6 slings. If his opponent has not 15 pooled, then he doesn't have to make any Zerglings. He can make just 1 or 2 and make a queen and be slightly behind, but not like terribly behind in terms of his economy. He will have his queen faster than his opponent, and he'll be behind the drone. But we see right now that Slush has gotten an extractor first, so he's going 14-14, very, very safe. It's going to be safe against against early pool builds, and it's just probably the standard ZvZ build if you want to be safe. So Nestea now sees, okay, my opponent has not fast expanded, and we see he only makes 4 lings. He's getting a queen, and he's making more and more drones. So if he had seen his opponent, with the hatch first, about half of these drones would have been pulled, and he would have been going all in and tried to lay spine crawlers down, etc., and just continued making lings. But we see instead that there are 4 lings. They are heading over. We'll see what they can do. Slush's spawning pool did just finish. He's getting a queen and 4 lings of his own, so he should be safe. The lings, at the very least, will pop out before the lings arrive, or just in time. 6 lings on the way, Zergling speed on the way, and Nestea, meanwhile, has gotten his own extractor. He is gonna... Wow, really? Oh, Nestea... Okay, so Slush has just decided, I'm going to let my drones die. If we look at workers killed, 2 killed for Nestea, and now Slush is actually the one that's behind on drones. So, bit of a mistake there from Slush, engaging that way with his drones and not microing them at all. And it did cost Nestea 2 Zerglings, but 2 Zerglings for 2 drones is a trade that you should make every single time you can. Slush is doing a bit of a counterattack with his Zerglings, but Nestea is making more Zerglings. He's getting Zergling speed, he's getting a second queen, and he'll be able to defend against this quite easily. Slush isn't going to be able to all that much. He is expanding behind this. With the typical speedling expand. He has stopped mining gas as well. So both players really are going to be relying on speedlings for offense and defense, at least in the early portions of this game. We'll see what Nestea decides to do. It doesn't look like he's going to take his expansion. He might actually. He's built up to about 350 supply. So Nestea as well looks like he is going to expand as soon as it is safe to. The problem is the Nestea's speed is quite delayed, and so he's going to have to deal with speedlings, with slowlings. He is going to maybe be able to... He's going to pick off this overlord, which is a pretty nice move. It's going to supply block his opponent, I believe. So he should make an overlord as quickly as he can. But it looks like Slush is just massing up lings right now. But Nestea in the same foot is making some speedlings of his own. So it looks like we're going to have basically even ling counts. Nestea does have the slight lead in drones by having about 4 more, and Nestea might actually lose an overlord of his own. And is he going to spot? He doesn't see the speedlings right now. He is going to see them run out of the corner of his eye if he's paying attention, and we'll see how Nestea decides to react. Is he just going to go for the counterattack? That would be pretty ballsy. We see that Nestea is pulling back. He's going to wall off with his queens. He does have enough energy for 1 transfuse, and I think Nestea's just going to go for the counterattack, and this can work very effectively because Slush isn't going to get the wall in himself. He's going to lose both of these queens, and we can see that these queens are able to hold up basically all of the units from Slush. He does need to start doing transfuses, but even if he doesn't, he has these Zerglings behind to deal with the Zerglings, so they can't get into the main base. Meanwhile, we see that Slush lets Nestea into the base because he didn't have the wall off here. Slush GG's, Nestea advances 2-0 into winner's bracket, round number 4, while Slush drops down into the loser's bracket.